Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is Yukitsu Times, welcome to my channel, and welcome back to a little bit of Stellaris. So we've pushed through, and we've taken out most of the Pandil, or the Cormanthani Democratic League here. You can see that they pretty much are pathetic now. They're a bit of a footnote at this point in time, so we can rely on that just a little bit here. They're still being guaranteed by the Kenjodan High Kingdoms, so we do have to watch out for that, but it's going to be still hard for these guys to push towards it. I'm not sure how the hell they got a fleet down here. But that last fight did indicate a little bit of something to me. So while these guys did use missiles and ordnance against me, these guys all the way up here used a mix of energy weapons. So they used mining lasers, and they used the sort of things that the draining lasers, I can't remember the name of them, but the ones that work well against shields. So I kind of have to think about that combination now. This means that to a certain extent my flak point defense Aegis ships have been repurposed just a little bit. Now, I don't want to completely abandon the idea of having the flak point defense and the point defense in general, but I can sort of lower that. So I've switched to the advanced bomber wing on these guys. Not 100% sure that I've switched over to that in my actual fleet here, but we've got that sort of working. In any event, though, I'm going to continue just terraforming as much stuff as we can, basically. I should probably be a little bit more picky on what I'm terraforming, but it costs so little at this point in time to terraform stuff that I can pretty much just terraform whatever the hell I want. Excuse me. I'm sort of coughing here because I'm still a little bit sick, but it's a little bit better now. Anyway, we can go ahead and pick something out of these groups at this point. Harmony honestly could be quite good because we can start working towards getting the negative impact on governing ethics attraction caused by dissonant capital reduced by 50%. So that could potentially help at this point in time. We could also just go for supremacy if we want to be complete dicks about everything. The only real problem with supremacy is that, like, it does mean that we're not actually getting much actual fighting capability out of it. It doesn't make you better at fighting until you get, like, the capstone ability. Especially for us, since our leaders start at level 4, the admiral skill increasing by 2 means that they start at level 5, and then I waste a little bit. We are keeping rivals, though, so this can potentially be okay. No. The other options here are diplomacy, which obviously are not going to be the case. I am a militant state. Domination could actually be useful, but I want to keep rivals. The reason I want to keep rivals is that's what's giving us this influence here. You can see that one of them neighboring to us that we're rivals to, that we just beat up, we're getting some amount of influence from that, and that's a major, major thing to have. So diplomacy is kind of out here. Probably going to want something like harmony or supremacy, and it's a bit of a toss-up about what I want here. So the thing about this is that once I get the capstone for this, it gives you that 15% bonus to fire rate, which is huge, because that is 15% bonus to that. Warrior mindset could be okay, but it's not super important for me, though. Seed warp planet ward band cost reduced by 25%. Who cares about that? Master ship rates is kind of good, but I'm usually sort of stuck on ships. What's okay is the naval capacity increased by 10%, but 10% is actually a fairly small amount, in all honesty. Harmony would get us more production, because our happiness being increased by 10% would mean that we'd supersede some of the penalties that we've got elsewhere. So I definitely could use that to our advantage instead. It really does come down to what I sort of want to be doing from this point forward and how I believe I can get there better. I think harmony is the more economic way of doing this, and I think to a certain extent that being able to use stronger economics to win is probably sensible. At this point in time, also leader lifespan increases would probably help us quite a bit here. I think that also it does reduce the upkeep cost for our civilization, and since we're using utopian plenty, then it kind of makes sense for me to go with harmony. So we'll do that for now. That might have been a mistake, but in all honesty, I don't think it really matters too much. Neither of them are exactly what we are going for here. So it's kind of the thing that we're taking right now because we don't have anything super better for it. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some people off one of our Savannah worlds. I also want to create a... This is the Savannah people, right? Yes, okay. So this group could actually be used for a colony ship, so let's go ahead and do that. I think that we've got another orbital fleet around this place, and we're going ahead and building a colony ship already. They're going to colonize automatically our new habitat over here, which is fantastic. So let's see what else we can build here. How much for another habitat, actually? I would not mind getting another habitat. 3,750. Okay, so I think we might save up a little bit for that, but we will start working on our army. Just a little bit more, our navy, rather. Now, we are going to want to push through these guys here, the Pithok Star Hunters, and for that I'm going to need to fortify up my lines along here. We've got a station being built here already. This guy's building a military tar pit. Over in Piscus, we're getting one built as well, so actually I think we're building some other stuff there. Should probably honestly be building the military station first, but looks like I can't afford one, so that's probably the issue. Alright, terraforming is done. I don't really care. We can't actually, like, use these plants right now, but we do want to get as many of them ready for this as possible. But yeah, basically this is a war, just push our way up to Cybrex Alpha so that we can take advantage of those resources. We still have plenty of energy credits in store here. I could probably keep terraforming planets. I don't think we can terraform this one just yet. Ones that are sort of ruined by that are kind of un-terraformable for now. We're terraforming that already. Terraformed that one. Another Arctic world. This one's in a one of these areas, so I could start colonizing that. That could be a good idea for us right now, but for now, let's take a look down here. That was the other one ruined by our nuclear friends there. Bastards and their nukes. Okay. Alright, so more advanced shields. Yeah, so we could actually skip over to the top level phase disruptors, which are really quite good at stripping shields. And in fact, the large phase disruptor is quite good. Yeah, the damage on it's only okay, but it does 200% extra damage versus shields. So its average damage of 9 is basically an average damage of 30 or 27 against shields, which is huge. That's much stronger. The mining drone lasers was being used against us. They have 100% damage versus hull, so they ignore all armor. That combination of these was quite dangerous, but the only problem with the mining lasers, their average damage is low inherently, so even if they're penetrating our armor fully, they don't really deal that much damage in the first place. So I'm going to go ahead and probably research phase disruptors here. I actually quite like them because the accuracy is higher on these than using plasmas, so I can use these as a mix on my larger ships there. We could actually also get something like the neutron torpedoes here, which also deal plus 200% damage versus shields, and that means that their average damage per second sort of thing is over 30 against shields, which is extremely good, especially because it sort of also deals pretty good torpedo damage against hulls. Like, it still does 180 to 330 against hull. It just doesn't have some of the other special effects of those. I think we're going to go with phase disruptors for ours, though, because we've already got plenty of ordnance. Let's see here. These are crap. Gonna go with habitability. And, these are kind of awful, too. Now, I'm not actually using robots. I researched robots just so I could get this stupid thing out of the way. But we're gonna go with flak artillery just because I probably will actually use flak artillery eventually. So, let's head on over to our core area here. Alright, I can upgrade this. In one of our places, we actually did get the intergalactic stock exchange, which is going to help us gain a little bit of money, but basically we pay less for administrative whatever, and we also have an empire-wide modifier in energy credits plus 10%, which is pretty good. It's not a huge amount of extra credits, but I mean, honestly. Ah, damn it. Our initial infiltration cells have landed on Naf Fuji, but they're having some difficulty establishing their new identities. There have been several instances in which cell members were exposed as aliens. Alright, so this just delays things a little bit. Okay. So, these people did advance to the age that we can start taking them over, or wherever the hell they are. So we're actually just sort of spying on them and replacing all their government leaders with aliens. I'm not lizard people, we're fox people, so the conspiracy is like slightly hindered by the fact that like they're looking for lizard people, but the lizard people are actually on a completely different planet, not doing anything. All the fox people are instead taking over. And that's the advantage of being a fox person. You're less expected of being a secret government alien that is trying to take over everything. And even though we are secret government aliens that are trying to take over everything, really works out well. Alright, let's keep terraforming. The thing about this is that, like, just in case you do want to settle something, you want to do this early. Because it does take a long while to actually terraform anything. Okay, the Savannah world, actually we can keep as is. But the arid world we have to do something about. Is this the arid world? Yeah, okay. So we could actually do this one cheaper by turning it into Savannah world. Pretty much free, so let's go ahead and do that. Inactive buildings here. Someone moved. Well, whatever. Sometimes people move house. It's fine. Damn, we have lots of people sort of moving around. Should probably just make it so that they can't freely move, although that apparently makes people unhappy. Alright, physics is still our lowest research. Our research is actually kind of ridiculous right now. Part of it, I think, is probably from Jill's here. This is a lot of research. We could actually get, like, a planetary governor here, possibly. Doesn't look like we've got any that would help with this, though. Do we have a governor that we could get, though, that might have a bonus there? Yes, we do. Okay. Go there. Look at that. Barely did anything. Whatever. Okay, got our station up there. I don't think we actually were building a station here. I should be building a station here, but I don't think I was. Yeah, okay. Build a military station. Build a black hole. Is that the black hole type that we were building there? Yep, black hole Calas. Okay. Then we'll get you to go... Got a hell of a lot less from that than I thought I was going to. Alright, head over there. So I still don't know for sure what type of weapons these guys use. Looks like I can see these guys, though. They're technically in my borders. Alright, let's see if we can figure out what types of weapons these guys have. Doesn't look like I can see that, actually. I don't know the game well enough to be able to identify the weapons by looking at the models on the units. But who the hell are you guys? What the hell is this? I think this is actually coming in from my not my... No, what the hell are you doing? Who are you? What are you doing? What's going on here? Oh, I think I know what that is. Actually, no, I have no idea what this is. What the hell? Okay, well that's a little bit strange, but I guess we'll get over it eventually. Okay, these all look like they're being used. Every single one of these. Alright, research stations here, I guess. Okay, which sector is missing a resource, I guess? Alright, that's fine. Doesn't have anything to do with me as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so which of our sectors is getting boned over here? Let's see here. You guys are in negatives of energy and... Ah, damn it. There we go. They're still giving us like 50% of their stuff, so it's not like this is really costing me all that much. And I'm making 233 minerals a month, so it's kind of ridiculous how well we're doing as far as that goes. Okay. I think this is a sector fleet. I think that's what's happening. Oops. Alright. Okay, so this is of the arid dwellers. Let's see, this is an arid world, right? Or Savannah world. So let's head on over and colonize it. We'll make this into another of our... let's see here, non-aggression pact with the theocratics, these guys. Okay, I agree. I don't mind having a non-aggression with people who are not really likely to... Oh shit, what the hell is this? What the crap is going on here? Oh my god. Okay, well... this got bigger than I thought it was, and I could have sworn that you guys were someone else for a second there. Like, wasn't there another faction here? Did they get eaten or something? This is absolutely a different faction than was guaranteeing these guys. Did they get killed? Holy shit. Alright, well that's going to be interesting. Okay. Well, I want to keep these guys actually beside me because they provide a nice little barrier for me. Okay, these guys are being guaranteed by somebody, but that's whatever. I don't care. What we want to do is get ourselves powerful enough that we can start fighting these guys, and that's going to be tricky, in all honesty. Okay, I don't care to actually just have Tomb Worlds be habitable. That's trash, but I think this leads us to being able to terraform them, so whatever. Okay. Right. Minus 1,855. What the hell? Let's see here. We're Xenofilth, and that is apparently worth 1,000. Fantastic. The border friction isn't helping at all there anyway, so... Okay. Fantastic. Okay. We've got our military station here now. It's 1,000 for total firepower, which is pretty low, honestly, but I'm hoping that that'll get us through for the time being. I'm not sure that I want to supplement them with too many extra things right now until we've got our fleet at least at cap here. Okay, I'm going to try and go for a slightly a sort of ratio here. So we're going to go with another 3 of these torpedoes. Actually, let's go with 2 more than that. So we've got lots of gunships here, and then we're going to have 16 of the destroyers, and then 8 of these, and then unfortunately we'll have a few too many battleships for that to be a true ratio, but then we'll continue building other ships, I guess, until we're past that point where we've got the cap. Alright, 24 food. Still want to add a little bit more of the hydroponics farms, I guess. That. Got our colonization going on here. I might not want to make this part a sector. Well, I kind of actually do want to. I might make these guys into a sector instead, though. Like, maybe these 4 plants could become one or something like that. I don't know, that would be a pretty big sector. But I am going to need another one. Like, that's just sort of the way of things. Usually one near clusters of planets that you don't care too much about, and Gillis is one that I actually do want to be using. But Maradetta, I guess, and Cetrinius aren't super important. I do kind of want to keep these 2, though. Well, let's actually check here. I'm pretty sure that this one's not producing much of anything, so yeah, I could definitely turn that into a sector. I could even do that now. Let's check Cetrinius, though. Or whatever the hell this is. Where's Cetrinius on this list here? I don't remember what the actual planet's called. Great, I guess I have to check it. Trekba Pont. Okay. So, yeah. I don't think this was producing too much. It's a good amount of energy, good amount of minerals, but it's not a huge amount of either of those anyway, so... I think we'll go ahead and sector that up now, just so I can save myself a little bit of time. Plants and sectors, create new sector. And then we're going to get down to... going to bring it down this way. And... might want to include this one as well. Sure, why not? There, so this is going to be a new sector for us, and then that gives us 2 actually colonizable systems at this point. So that's pretty good. We could use this as an opportunity now to colonize Ophile, which is something I want to colonize anyhow really badly. Now, did we finish terraforming this planet? Looks like it. Oh yeah. This is the wrong one. Alright, leisure districts, and we want more money at this point in time. So, this is the planet. Looks like it's actually not done. Damn. How long is this terraforming going to take here? 1,122 days. That's why I was saying you have to sort of do this from an early time. Alright, the pillar over here. That's fine. We've got mostly stations around here where we need them. Let's go ahead and send one over here and build one over here. Build a military station, black hole class. Probably need to terraform this place. Oh, it's already being done. Okay. Just so long as we're getting everything terraformed properly here. Alright. So these guys are still losing crap loads of energy. Gonna send them another energy grant, but it is kind of awful that they're this bad off. Huh. Well, I guess since it is negative, they can't send me anything from it. That makes sense. Well, whatever. Alright, naval capacity is pretty huge. Could definitely be huger, but, Alright, so 6, 12, 24... 48. So I guess I need 16 more gunships. Alright. I think we can roll with that. Let's go ahead and hit fastest for a little while. So those absolute swarms of gunships are actually getting a little bit better here. Most successful cell members have managed to reach leading positions in government from which they will be able to influence and help along the careers of our other agents. Yeah, so we're creating a government conspiracy of the Fox people taking over the country. I feel good about this, you know. Now I know how the secret Illuminati masters of the world feel. And I like it. Okay. Looks like we're getting a little bit of extra land here somehow. There's like nothing in here though, so that's kind of interesting. Alright, so I've got fortification on all of the colonized planets in this area so far. There's some other colonizable worlds here, but I don't care too much about this sector here. In so many ways I just don't really care about it. So, not really my problem, don't really care. Space whales, good. Terraforming. In a couple of places. Okay. Also, not that important. The Savannah worlds here are pretty good, but I don't have any crazy good ones like I do over in whatever. So that would be over here. This is not my problem, so we are not going to worry about it. On the other hand, this area is still probably losing money, is my guess. Are they actually starting to fix that at all, I wonder? Looks like it. Okay. So those are all done. I guess we do these. 301 for crappy mining stations. Good job, me. Very useful. Alright. Let's see here. I think all this is still in their borders. This is kind of in limbo. Let's see where this actually is. Oh, I can actually build mining posts there. That's in my territory. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Did not think that I'd be able to get those, but apparently those are quite good spots too. Okay. So I'm gonna head this fleet on over to our most likely points to get attacked, just because they're the ones at the sort of forefront. What I wish is that you could build a station of some sort that stopped people from getting past you. Like, that's kind of what I wish there was as far as that goes. Like an interceptor one that, if you try to warp past it, you get stopped. Alright, so the artillery ones, we can upgrade these. Again, I'm not as concerned with making these guys have a really good shielding or anything like that. All that's kind of irrelevant to me. I probably don't need to double up on those. I could go with something like the shield dampener as well. Although I think we've got a shield dampener on the other one as well. Alright, we'll do this just so I can have other ships of my own sort of orbiting around it. And we can have ZPMs all on this instead and probably be okay on energy. I hope. Well, I think I can upgrade the armor packages. No, I can't. Okay, I can also upgrade the armor packages and shields to advanced shield. Ah, crap. I have to upgrade all my ship shields to advanced shields. It's going to take forever. Alright. Durasteel. And we're still 10 over, so a small fission reactor. There we go. I do dislike going through all of my ships and doing this. Alright, so the ones that we need to be tough and durable are actually, ironically, the Corvettes. And they've actually got... oh, crap, they've got medium Mark IIs. Well, I mean, that probably explains a lot, honestly. Oops. Unfortunate. Damn it. Alright, whoops. Keep hitting the wrong buttons here. Alright, and tracking is, again, not super important on these, so... yeah, we're over by 5 on energy. That's perfect. So that's the swarm. Let's get the torpedo gunboats here. I've got the Devastator torpedoes, which are the ones that we want on these, and and the small quantum missiles. Quite nice. Looks like we did have the ZPMs and the better shields on there already. Interesting. Okay. Military station health, and what up here? I could get the solar panel network from a million years ago. Alright, let's get the gamma lasers. And we're actually going to go ahead and redesign our capital ships here as well. But for now, let's go ahead and check our core cruisers. The cruisers are sort of the things that I kind of want to be really tough and durable here. Now we could switch some of these over to the large disruptors. The phase disruptors for the larges are quite good, but the small ones, like the smaller you get on these, the worse they get. Much more so, I think, than the other ones. I almost kind of want to make the front be an artillery bow with the large weapon slot here, but we're going to go ahead actually and have 2 phase disruptors here. Costs a lot of energy, it looks like, but that's okay. And we can go ahead and slap in some upgraded shields too. Now, looks like we're spending so much energy on that we do have to replace something. What we're probably going to do is switch out one of the 0 points for a large, and then move the armor package down to the small, or medium rather. Gives us a bit of spare energy to play with here, but I think that this is okay. So yeah, this is the new Fedorov. It's a little bit over-engineered for energy, but I mean, we can't leave. Yeah, we can't take off a whole package there. So I mean, I could downgrade and just make it a little bit cheaper that way, but I'm not going to worry about it. So the Hunter class, I'm getting to the definite point where the lightnings, even on the Hunter, are probably nonsense. So we'll probably scrap that design just a little bit here. This is the flak that got upgraded too. So upgraded flak artillery. Get all that going. And the Aegis definitely has to be tough. Like, the tougher, the better for these guys. And we already had 0 point modules on these guys, so I do need more energy. I feel like this works out pretty well for what we're going for here. So let's go ahead and save that design. And yeah, the Naldu we can make quite interesting at this point. So we're going to go ahead and put on 2 heavy phase disruptors. Going to be pretty powerful. And yeah, there's still only 1,382 because we're saving on a lot of that durability there just by making these long-range artillery platforms. Alright, so unfortunately I probably am going to just have to... Ooh, nice. I probably am just going to want to upgrade our whole fleet at this point in time, even though that's going to screw over the capital ship that I kind of wanted to be a little bit better than my other ones. But at this point in time, for it to actually be better, since the weapons have been upgraded past it, I would have to do something really weird there. Okay. Was this planet being terraformed? Yeah, I could terraform this, but it was not being terraformed. Okay. There we go. Alright, so we're up to 38 here. I needed 20... or no, I needed 48 of these damn things. 6, 12, 24... Yeah, I needed 48, so I need 10 more of these damn things. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One too many. All right. So we're just going to see that if it makes sense there. I don't actually think that it's a good idea necessarily to just obsessively have it at specific numbers like this, but whatever. It'll be fine. Alright. As many of those down as possible. Should probably just start getting building upgrades down. Well, our fleet here we could upgrade. It's going to cost us 837.35. I think it's partly because the battleships aren't too heavy in upgrades. Actually, what was the lead one that I had? One of these was like a more powerful battleship. Where the hell is it? I didn't accidentally upgrade it or something, did I? Maybe it was the one that got destroyed. Wasn't the Eminence, was it? Ah, there we go. The Legion. Okay. Yeah, so we'll create a new fleet with just Legion in it. My battleships were at the bottom for some reason last time. Okay. Fearless, blah blah blah, Legion. I could actually, like, do something really stupid here where I just upgrade Legion by itself. Like, it is actually possible to do that. I kind of want to. What I have to do is basically go into my ship designer here, change the capital class thing so that this is fully upgraded and it wouldn't take too much effort, but it is still kind of a silly, just sort of whimsical thing, I guess, that I kind of want to do. That's stupid. Arctic World. This one's the wrong one still. Finish, damn you. About a year. Okay. I mean, we're not going super fast here or anything like that, but I am still letting the game tick on sort of normal speed. Alright, definitely should be upgrading more of these buildings here. Sector's missing resources here. Again, damn it. Okay, you guys. Damn it. I can actually give them a lot of energy before I actually have to worry about this. I could get them a leader, I suppose. Huh. All of my governors are shit. Okay, great. Unfortunately, my leaders cost more right now, but they start at level 5, so I guess that's good. Alright, so he'll be there, hopefully dealing with this shit. Looks like he's not. Fantastic. I'm gonna have to go back there and fix that again, aren't I? Okay, still farthest behind in physics. Okay. Why is this planet all snow foxes? What happened to my... I thought I had some of the proles here. Well, damn it. I think I've got forced relocations turned off right now, too. So, that's not going to help. Alright, get a mining network down. Get these tiles all cleared off. Get our goddamn culture going. Wow, I'm paying a lot for those, actually. Abandoned terraforming, Huh. Interesting. Where is this? I actually have people living here. I wonder if this seems like a bad idea. Special project completed. An aborted terraforming process on Azax Prime has finally been completed. After seeing the atmosphere with billions of terraforming nanites, the aliens' bioengineering machinery has significantly altered conditions on the surface. Okay. The nanites have gone wrong. Millions of horribly deformed creatures, more of them died within moments and their true supplies collapsed, but the survivors have massacred them, throbbing, shrieking horde. To make matters worse, they appear to be flocking towards their main settlements. We must send military relief. Okay, mutants over on Azax Prime. Alright, that's interesting. Okay, so I failed to fend off. I should have paused that while that was happening. Let's go ahead and send off. Huh. This is all very interesting. Alright, you guys, embark. Head on over. This is part of the problem with, like, not having properly garrisoned plants, because I had no garrison there to defend. Oh well. Shit happens. Anyway. Is this in our borders now? It is. Let's build the mining stations there. Alright, so that was very strange. That was very funny to me. At least we still own this population here. Deformed mutant beasts. Yeah, okay, well, whatever. We'll be able to retake that, I think, pretty quickly. I think this is actually far forward enough that I want to kind of build a station here. Oh, I can't afford a black hole. Damn. Alright. You know, I heard that you're actually supposed to be able to get a specific resource out of black holes. Typically. Other than the massive amount of science, of course, that we're getting there, because that's already pretty good, but even more than that. Like, I think it's a percentage science bonus to all of your places. Alright. This is probably almost done, honestly. Okay, let's unpause this now. Let's give those hideous mutant beasts what for. Show them that we're not quitters. Yada yada. Alright. I think the problem here is that we're building all those other ships before we get to the upgrades here. Alright. Up to 48 of these guys. Let's start working on our destroyers. Alright, so I don't have very many of the Gatling class destroyers, I don't believe. Yeah, we've only got 4 of them. Got 4 and 3, so I guess they're slightly different editions of it. Okay, this is kind of a hot mess here. Hunter, Gatling, blah blah blah. Hunter, blah blah blah. Actually, I have quite a few of the Gatling ones. I think actually we want more of the Fedorovs. So I'm going to build 5 more Fedorovs and then 4 of the other ones. 4 Hunters. Or Titov class. Actually, what the hell was the Titov equipped with? Oh shit, this is fastest. That's why everything's going to pot so quickly. Alright. Oh no, yeah, okay. Another theocratic republic. We are also democratic. After achieving complete domination over the Yildir political leadership, our infiltration cells successfully paved the way for the arrival of our first contact unit. At a lavish ceremony held at the new planetary capital, our diplomatic envoy graciously accepted a petition signed by every world leader of Nafuj, calling for a planet's immediate annexation to the Yukitsu Soviet Socialist Republic. Jubilant citizens are crowding the streets, cheering their new alien benefactors. I bring communism. Alright, so, yeah, you guys belong to us now, Yudars. Let's see here. You guys are full citizens, you get utopian abundance, limited military service, blah blah blah. Okay, good. So let's see how you guys are doing. I think they're actually going to legitimately be happier now than they were previously. Because they were in the yellow before, so that's kind of nice. Yep, they are at maximum happiness, which is kind of hilarious to me, in all honesty. Alright, where's the planetary capital? Here it is. Definitely want someone working the planetary capitals in this place here. Let's start getting rid of some of this stuff. But, yeah, no, that worked out well. I'm pretty happy with this. We've managed to successfully do something for once in our goddamn lives. I kind of want to move these guys into part of this sector, but I don't need to for now, so we'll sort of cultivate that place a little bit. On the other hand, this place, Ophel 3, holy shit. What's great about this place is plus 50% minerals. I need to bring the pearls in here. Alright, so from the Times, let's go ahead and get a colony group of proles. And we're gonna get this group. And I kind of want to get it between 2 minerals, but that's kind of hard. I can put it here. But yeah, basically this planet, we're legitimately just gonna have all every single tile is gonna be mines. Like, no matter what we actually have on that thing, everything's gonna be mineral production. So that's good. Alright, first strike force. We got 17.4k in firepower total. I think that we're possibly going to be able to bound over these guys in terms of overall firepower once we get up to our naval capacity. How's Transport Fleet 8? Well, they're headed there. We've got our own mutant freaks that we can deal with these guys with. Yeah, that should be fun. These guys, I don't think were in our borders, were they? Well, either way. Now, Orfel, we're definitely keeping as one of our core planets. We're not going to let that become a colony planet or a sector planet or anything like that. I want 100% of the mineral resources coming off of this planet. Like, badly. Like, you would not believe how much I do not care about the rights of the citizens of that place. It's like we are absolute dictatorshipping that place. If we have to. Run the slave mines like 24/7 if I need to. Okay. We're only at 444 minerals. I need a lot more, apparently. So that's fun, I suppose. Okay. Not seeing a ton of options here. I guess we could build a research station there still. But yeah, no, that's pretty good. Alright, so what I can do at this point in time is I can have this guy land back into orbit. I'm going to go ahead into our fleet designer, or ship designer rather. This is our capital ship class, but we're going to go ahead and switch this up so that it's got like large advanced deflectors. It's going to have the absolute best in both crystal fused plating, 0-point reactors. And it's going to go ahead and have more armor plating, more shields, shield capacitor. Alright, we need more energy here, so another one of those. Can I get another advanced shield? I can. Alright, so this is the new Naldu design for the one ship that's going to get that upgrade. And it's a pretty expensive upgrade, over 200 for that single ship to get upgraded to that. Alright, this is why I should not have used this planet for this purpose. Okay, let's use a different planet. Let's colonize Othel. Okay. So, let's use something from here, maybe? Yeah, so Deary from here. So this will make both the colonization faster and everything else faster, because, you know, don't want to spend that many days building a colony ship when I could be building more warships. Now, this is going to end up behind a little bit again when my lasers upgrade again, but whatever. We'll be fine. Oh, I'm paused. Damn it. Okay, so... I mean, I guess I could research what those aliens are, but looks like it doesn't even let us do that. More of this done. Sure, whatever. I mean, at this point in time, like, the fact that I can build sectors that'll manage themselves a little bit is kind of a godsend, because holy crap, do I ever not want to manage all these sectors. Alright, also I need to build a military black hole here. Crap. Right. Well, whatever. Wormhole stations. These guys are at war with someone. They're at war with the Pithok Commenthal, whatever. I'm guessing that's these guys? No, it's not. Who the hell are you guys at war with? Huh. Star charts. No thank you. I can't tell who these guys are at war with. I also don't know where the ancients are, though, so I mean, I don't know a lot of things. I'm gonna have to start spending this influence on something. I don't know what on. I was hoping to build it on more stations, honestly, but I guess I could start doing more colonizations. Something like that. And then we'll probably turn a couple of these plants in this region into another of the yeah, I think these 3 plants could be a new sector. It's sort of like an internal sector, but it's kind of still a sector. I wonder if I need this frontier outpost still. I'd imagine I still do. I kind of don't really have much to actually cause my influence to be here, other than that. Like, unless Deneb Tagilis is actually breaching that, but I doubt it. I should probably actually build some habitations there. Alright. Getting close to being able to afford a black hole, though. That's nice. Another plant done. I mean, we could also add, like, these and just make it so that Deneb is and Ulfel are kind of core plants in the midst of all that other stuff. Unrest. Azax Prime. What the hell's actually going on Azax Prime? Well, we're absolutely crushing these aliens, at least. I think they're just unhappy because they're being, you know, oppressed by some sort of hideous aliens or whatever. Time to rebuild. Right, so that was an interesting event. I've never actually seen that one before. Right. What the hell happened to this planet? Oh, right, it got terraformed. Good times. Okay, time to do some gene modding. So species, these guys, modify. The ones on this planet are now more acclimatized to Alpine. Congratulations. Modified. Trade deal offer. Monthly terraforming liquids, they'll give me some minerals, I agree. Can always do with a chunk of minerals. Damn it. Okay, shit. Let's grab the eager guy and then fire him. I think that is always a good idea. I mean, I did say I had to spend some of this stuff, so I guess that's good. Oh, sentient AI assistant. Congrats, you're now... You and your robot are now researching lasers. Congrats. Okay. Got a couple of those guys with robot assistants. It's kind of funny. Modify the Adix species available. Research. Almost forgot that you can fail that. Okay. So yeah, instead of changing their planet back, which I'm not allowed to do, I'm just changing the species so that they can live there again. That's kind of awful, but at the same time, whatever. They'll live. No, not the artillery. I need the black hole. I guess we also want the habited planet to be one with a station. That would make sense. I'm actually starting to build lasers just because I'm starting to see point defenses a little bit. One of our trade deals has ended. That's fine. I would love to be building more frontier outposts and stuff like that, or more defenses. But honestly, just having a strong fleet at this point is probably going to make as much sense. Alright, so those guys got modified. So we got one variant of them that are just good with alpine plants now. It's kind of... It's how we roll now. Alright, I need to build 4 more destroyers. I think that we're going to build 4 hunters. And then we need 3 more. We actually need 5 more cruisers. What do we have for cruisers in this particular fleet? got 3, 4, 5 Igases. Let's actually use this thing, I guess. We've got 2 of the Fedorovs. Got 5 Igases. Fedorovs and Igases are the only ones we got here. Didn't I have a third design? Igas, Fedorov. I guess I didn't, actually. Alright. But yeah, we'll build 5 Fedorovs. Because I feel like at this point in time, for the war that we're going to be probably going up into... Actually, no, I do probably need some Igases. And the bomber waves are pretty damaging. It's hard to say. Like, it really is just a toss-up between them sometimes. Okay, so this is all going okay. At a good rate. Alright. Holy hell, this is all expensive. I'm gonna start off with kinship right away. I do want people to, like, just be on board with our governing ethics, no matter how far away they are. Because we're having some issues with that. To a small degree. Terraforming gases, Teldar, blah blah blah, Satramine, sure. I only vaguely remember what those are, but I do remember I don't have them, so. Alright, we're at 168 out of 181. I don't actually know if I can get all the cruisers I want here. Get that. So basically, governing ethics attraction is how this is all sort of determined here. Currently, happiness is from a lot of different things. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. So next time when I see the thing that lets me terraform a world for free and it's got people who are happy to be populated on that planet, I'm going to say no. Probably just the better idea there. Actually, we can use these guys to colonize some of the arid worlds without me having to redo some of the normal stuff. That's interesting. They look like they've emigrated off the planet, though, somewhat. So that's kind of interesting. They do make good farmers. We'll see how that works out, though. And I should probably actually go into my ships here. My planets here. Armies. Okay, so decent army on the times. I would probably like to get some extra garrisons here of some sort. Just because it is the capital and it's kind of important for me to have that. We've got lots of garrison forces on this planet. A decent number of background soldier clones. Okay, so these all seem like they've got a decent garrison force, actually. Here. Just do that much. Okay. I don't mind necessarily the idea of getting the most powerful missiles. Like, they're very high damaging. It's just that they have a lot of sort of weird flaws to them. Ship hull points plus 5%. That's pretty good. Kind of want to get that. Let's see what's up here first, I guess. We should probably get the subspace sensors. They're quite powerful for us. So we'll do that. And I'm going to go ahead and get the ship hull points. I don't know. Like, I do want to switch to some railguns at some point in time. The only problem with them is they've got really crappy accuracy. 67% is really low. The damage is also extremely variable. And, like, they're kind of a weird weapon, honestly. I think with the stuff that we've got, we don't really need those. They're primarily for taking out shields, but we really easily take out shields right now. Okay, do I actually have to build armies on habitats? I didn't think I did. Shit. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Got our military station up there. Got that mining station up there. I don't actually remember the last time we had an election. Well, either way, I think we're going to just go through the process of not worrying about it that much. Okay. So how am I doing compared to these guys? We're still equivalent, or considered equivalent. Looks like we're done all of our destroyers. Looks like we've got one Fedorov coming out of a predicted 5. I don't actually probably want that many of them, though. Again, I keep waffling on this here, but the Aegis is a situational ship, and it's very risky getting it. This is going to basically just upgrade all my Naldus. Yeah, I don't want to upgrade those right now. Even though we have got, like, the more advanced laser again now, so... Like, I mean, we could. We could go in here and replace all these with the gamma lasers. I guess if we're getting in a fight, I kind of have to keep up on this sort of bullshit. But let's go ahead and remove a bunch of junk here. Just to make the ship cheaper. These are still all pretty important, so we want to keep those, but I can probably go ahead and add in something like just a cold fusion reactor, I think, for 20. No, that's even way too much. I can get a fission reactor here. And I can downgrade one of these to an antimatter, I think. Yeah, I can. Okay, perfect. And what else had lasers on them? I actually probably need to upgrade these guys. I don't know what I'm going to upgrade them with, though, right now. Let's pause this for a second and think about this for a second. So, this is still designed primarily for taking out the smaller, lighter ships. So, the medium gamma is not great. The accuracy is 85%, but the tracking is only 30%. Even with the boost here, it's 44%, which is not superb or anything like that. We should probably actually add this if we're going to be switching out the weapon type. So, what do we have that's... Do we have anything that's above that at the same slot size? The Stormfire autocannon, tracking 80, accuracy 82, tracking 85, or 35. 35. So let's do a comparison here. Yeah, so this is the same accuracy but lower tracking, and the damage is 5.89, whereas the Stormfires have tracking of 35, which is a little bit higher, and they've got higher damage by quite a lot. The only thing is that they do more damage against shields and a lot less against armor, but lighter ships don't really have as much armor that I'm worried about, so these could be really good. I could also go with the flak artillery. Extremely high accuracy and tracking, but low damage. If we look at this, this has got 7.85 compared to 4.41, and this has no ability to penetrate armor, because you can't actually attack ships with the flak. It's just, you know, a kind of weird thing to do with it. To a certain degree, this is also more accurate too, so the flak artillery is kind of weird. I think that in our case, let's go with the Stormfires. That's kind of what I want to do here. I didn't actually upgrade the shields on these guys. Okay. And I didn't also upgrade their reactors. Apparently. Alright, Hunter class. So what else had those lasers? Shit, I also have to go through the Gatlings. God damn it. Cannot believe that. Okay. So this will increase the damage by quite a bit on these guys. Although the question is, I guess, do I need to upgrade this to more damage? Probably not. I don't think we need to worry about that. Okay. Go in here. Advanced shields. And another ZPM. Laying down. Okay. Good enough. That's okay, that's okay. Yeah, so I think I just skipped an entire class of ships or something, because all of these don't have upgraded shields. Shit. Okay, getting the little Durasteel armors in there is pretty good, and still don't need that though. Alright. I think this is about as the best that we can get here. Yeah, I kind of have two of these destroyers with these medium guns, but I think that's okay. We can have like these further back ships with the higher powered lasers. And that actually can still have power. Holy crap. Alright. And the Aegis is fine. Yeah, the Aegis is fine. Okay. Now I'll do is the stripped down version that's cheaper. Okay. So again, this is so annoying. I should have just named it a different class completely and made it separate, but I'm having fun with it, honestly. It's sort of like an it's more like an RP sort of thing, like there, where you just have that first line ship that's made better than every other ship in the same class for no good reason whatsoever. That costs 801 minerals. That is absolutely crazy. All right, well, whatever. All right, Ophel Prime is being colonized here. Should be done fairly soon. But what's interesting is this place is also, you know, the exact opposite of it. It has poor quality minerals. So I kind of want that for a completely different type of world here. But we still want to colonize it, of course. So I might science this one up or something like that. We'll go from here. Still don't have any goddamn of this. Have to wait until the end of the month. Wait, why can't I do this? I guess I just have to re-click on this. Alright, colonize. Could have paid the energy cost, honestly, but I don't really want them to be drifting more from me politically. Peace between the Pithok and the Kamathi Democratic League. Actually, these guys are the Kamathi Democratic League. I forgot about that. Shit. Why were they fighting, and how did they not win that? Like, that's kind of crazy. I can't believe we're still equivalent to these bastards. I can only build 6 more population worth of ships. I can't even build all of the ships that I want in this class here. Because I still need to build more cruisers. Oh well. Maybe I can bump myself up by getting this upgrade here. But it's pretty rough going, honestly. So I think this is not that one. I think this is one of the first planets that we have to worry about in terms of it getting attacked. We'll build the mining station, but what we're actually here to do is build a couple of the artillery stations here. Because, like, as good as this place is, it's not going to hold out forever against a full fleet or anything like that. I need that additional artillery push from those other ships to be able to fully implement the bullshit that I want to be implementing here. Alright, Ophel Prime is just about fully colonized here. And once that's up, that's going to be a really great place to go. I might actually just want to make it so that the Snow Foxes aren't allowed to emigrate. We might have to do that. Kind of a terrible thing for me to do to peoples who are theoretically the, like, main faction that I'm playing as, but they're kind of really prolific right now. There's 107 of them. I think that it'll be fine. There's 108 of them now. As I say that, we get more of them. Okay, can I modify negatives onto these guys? I don't think you can. Yeah, no. Bit of a shame. I would have liked to have gotten another point somewhere, but what I'm going to do is migration control the ever-loving hell out of these guys for now. Oh, does not have egalitarian ethic. I'm not allowed to do this. Shit. Alright, I might have to just do forced relocations of my own peoples. Good times. Very, very good times. Alright, subspace sensors. Those are pretty good, but they're not super important for me. Satramine gas. I kind of am getting this from someone else, and I'm pretty damn sure I don't have it in my own borders. So, I should probably get second level of warp drive. It would probably make sense. I've kind of had that existing for an awfully long time. So when you're doing ship design for this sort of thing, let's go with an Eldu. I kind of need it on these guys since the tracking is so shit, and I kind of need it on the Aegis. But you don't need it as badly on your other ships here. Fedorov could kind of benefit from it. This ship doesn't need it at all. This ship doesn't really need it. Hunter class kind of does. So we'll go through this later, though. I'm gonna go do all that a little later. This is the thing, you like get one little tech and then you have to revamp your entire damn fleet again, and it's just like, ugh. Okay, I guess one more Fedorov. Actually, that'll put me past the force limit anyway. I can't get quite that many. Alright. Naval capacity plus 30%. Again, this is a terrible, terrible idea. Energy credits and influence. I was looking at the influence thing, and this is actually pretty strong, honestly. I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna support them. It's a pretty closely run democracy that I have here, but I'm gonna throw our lot in behind one of the candidates, and hopefully that works out for us. Okay, so yeah, things are chugging along as they are. It's not terrible, it's not great, it's just going as it is. I definitely feel like I want to be able to afford more habitats. They're just very expensive. Not sure where I would put the next one at this point in time either. I'm gonna build a research institute there, even though I'm gonna have to tear down a couple and then rebuild them, because we're that kind of government now. So anyway, I hope you found this episode enjoyable, and of course, as always, I hope to see you guys all next time. I'm really actually enjoying the hell out of this game. It's going to be interesting going into this fight here, but I feel like I kind of want to over-prepare for this fight. Like, that's kind of what our mindset is going into this. And, like, this fleet is absolutely huge for what we're doing and where we are at in the game. Oh, we got a little bit more pop cap, but yeah, like this fleet should be able to level them pretty okay. It's got like the best I can get. It's got a fairly good all-around composition, I think. The only thing that I would like to do is probably get those energy torpedoes, but I mean, we're doing pretty well in keeping up with our fleets, and this is a pretty strong one as far as the way the game works goes. Probably going to want a little bit of a larger ground army here. Since we're going to be doing a ground invasion here, we're going to definitely want a little bit more ground army, but yep, he became the leader that we wanted, and things are going fine, in all honesty. Like, we're just at the point where as soon as these guys are in a war, it probably makes sense for us to go attack them. Like, if they start a fight of some sort with these guys, I'm going to go attack them, but they probably won't since these guys are overwhelmingly powerful. So yeah, that's not ideal. They are protective of me, though. They look at me like a tiny little insect that needs to be protected. Holy shit. Up here, there's like this other group here that are much smaller. We're considered equivalent to them. But the Empire over here, I think that they're inferior to us now, so that's good. So yeah, lots of advancement going. Like, it used to be that everyone around me was overwhelmingly more powerful, but now the tables have turned, and I am the overwhelmingly powerful one compared to a couple of these guys, especially these guys over here, who I'm just keeping around because they're generating influence. But anyway, I hope you found this video enjoyable, and of course, as always, I hope to see you guys for the next one.